What's going on, YouTube? My name is Neeb. Welcome back to Aromatics. We are freaking live. It's been a long time. Missed you guys. Just been pumping out a lot of content, man. Something pretty big is planned to release tomorrow. Gonna be cracking this little sucker open. I got a haircut in a couple of hours. Finally managed to find some time between work, between recording, between editing, between a lot of stuff. It's been a pretty busy month. Today's set of the day is I haven't chosen one yet. What are you guys rocking? Drop it in the chat so we'll kind of get things going before we get it started. But I'll keep you guys a little bit entertained, not watching here live. Speaking of entertainment, let's talk about something a little entertaining. I find entertaining, and I shit you not, this is like experiences that go through or happen like on a regular daily basis. It's like just a weird funk that happens, and this is a funk that happened. Let me make sure that I'm live on Instagram. Yes, there you go. We're live on Insta as well. Oh, they added a new feature. So those of you who live stream, you can actually see the comments of that as well. Huh. Cool. Awesome. What up to those of you who are joining on Insta, and what up to those of you on YouTube? What up, Daneem? Long time no speak. Mr. Sahir, how you doing, brother? Jay Montal. Oh, I love this. I love that they fixed it. Son of the day. We've got a son of the day by the Notary Giant, Sukrat. That's what's up. What up, James? Mr. Hidden Gems, Lindsay. Very good to see you guys. Let's talk about something a little entertaining as this cooks up and more people start to come in. All right. So the other day I was cleaning up a few fragrances, and there was one in specific called Rasasi Submission. Okay. And let me show you guys what it is. And this is how I found out what the scent profile was like 5 days later. Rasasi Submission. And I think a lot of you guys are actually going to really enjoy this one. Where is it? I don't want to show you the box. I want to show you what it actually looks like. So let's see here. Sorry, give me just 1 second. Does Triple Traders have it? I don't know, but whatever. Who cares? Here it is. Let me share the screen. You guys will be able to see it with me, and we'll talk about this really quick. Okay, this fragrance right here. So I was cleaning up some shit, and one of my fragrances that's on this table, if you guys could see, let me show you this crazy table. I've literally got my laptop on top of the caps of Stronger With Yous. Okay, so as you can see, got fragrances for days up here, okay? But we also have this towel. There's this this towel soaked up all of the fragrance that dropped and cracked the glass of this fragrance right here. So Submission by Rasasi. And what this smells like, Farid. Al-Farid by Arabian Oud. It genuinely, so I think that this is an attempt at it's called, I'm going to give you guys the actual reference, okay? It's For Marshud by Atiyab al-Sheikh, which is, I believe it's the white bottle. So let me show you. For Marshud. And then it made me realize that that fragrance is actually a take on Farid as well, because I've got it all over this. Let me show you guys really quick. We'll share this tab instead. Man, and I wore this. I just wore it 3 days ago. I have the fragrance. I know what it smells like. And here it is. So mint, cardamom, saffron, oud. And this is crazy. I'm surprised. There you go. We have one reference to Sultani. Probably not many people have it, but we'll add Al Farid. Let's do it. Bam! Who the hell just added that? We did. So yeah, Submission by Rasasi smells like this. If you don't have the $250 to spend on this, it generally gets decently close. I'm not going to say that it's exactly the same, especially not in the opening, but as it dries down, it has that very signature cashmere musk vibe coming from the woody nature of a lot of the ingredients. It's that dry, woody, musky undertone with some oud. Smells really good. So if that's your scent profile or you want to get an idea of what those smell like, do it with this one right here. It's called Submission by Rasasi. Triple Traders has it. Code Aromatics. You can save some cash. So that was pretty funny. It literally happened as I was, getting ready for this video. So hope you guys are doing well. Let's see. I smell. What up? I smell. Scent of the day is after Aventus Cologne. That's what's up. Nima, how you doing, bro? Okay, let's just make sure we've got all of them open. And here we go. Is Qad al-Fursan good? It's amazing. But they're stronger than that. So today we're going to be talking about a few fragrances that I picked up from Joe Mashaf. I got about 6 fragrances, some of which are just absolutely disgusting, and some of which are actually really good finds. And disgusting is very subjective. That's to me. There's going to be, let me take that back. Not absolutely, just absolutely not my taste. Sorry for those of you that might actually enjoy some of these, okay? One of the first ones I want to start off with is a W. It's a win, and it's a nice cheapie. I was looking into getting some cheapies. A lot of people love the cheapies. So let's see what else is out there aside from Middle Eastern stuff. So one of the cheapies that is essential in every man's collection is this bad boy right here. I got it at a tester box for a decent price. What up, Richie? How you doing? It's L1212, or yeah, L1212 white, the original one. I personally love Blanco Fraiche, but I wanted to just get the white one. I know what this one's like, and I think it's a beautiful fragrance that can carry on and transition into not just the high heat summertime. The Eau Fraiche has to be my favorite, number one, but the white one is easily second. Overspray this 8 sprays plus, and you're going to get a really good amount of longevity, and this is appropriate in all seasons, etc. Hussein, what's up, man? Missed you too, bro. Going to be in Dubai. We'll get through that. We'll address some questions nearing the end of the video. Nitro Red in EU and Vienna. I'm not sure, bro. I'm really not sure. But in Europe, check out Filled with Baraka. I also have affiliation with them. What's up, D? Yeah. L1212 does, it smells really good. Actually, a pretty highly complimented fragrance as well. Pitt, what up, man, from Germany. So yeah, that's the first one I wanted to talk about. It's a really good one. A solid cheapie for around 35 bucks. It used to be a little bit cheaper. You can find it upwards of 45, but I put some of the cheapest price in the description on YouTube if you're watching me on YouTube. Got CDN because of you. I hope you enjoy it, bro. Better version of CK1, a longer lasting, definitely longer lasting than CK1. Okay. Armaf Iconic or Blue Day Chanel? Oh, Blue Day Chanel all day. Original for that one all day. There's only about maybe like 2% of all cheapies that I get that I would say is better than the original. I will say that Ignite Oud by Ahmed Al-Maghribi is one of those cases where it's better than the original. Yep. Alexandria, Lemensity, Louis Vuitton Immensity. Amazing. That's what's up, man. I'm working on the Lemensity Clone W. You know, that Clone War. We're working on it. We've got a few of them coming in. I've got about 4 coming in. So we'll be talking about that. Should I get Crafted Oud? Asks David. David, it's a really good DNA. I personally like that DNA more than Tom Ford's Oud Wood. It's a more refined version of Oud Wood. Speaking of, Tamine has some new releases we're going to be talking about. Bohemian Lime and something else. I had which one is this? The Quartz Elixir. That's the last one that I talked about, okay? Afnan, not only intense, really good one. High hit fragrance, Cough or Prada L'Homme? High heat. For high heat, honestly, both of them might not be the most appropriate, but I would see Cough being more appropriate than Prada L'Homme. But overall scent profile, I like Prada L'Homme more, for sure. For sure. Hear me out. Imagine they make a Davidoff hot water. That would be weird. But I would imagine, I don't know what I would imagine. Just bought that Ignite. You're going to love it, man. Fire stuff. If a clone house brings back old school fragrances from the 70s and 80s, but with a twist, in your opinion, what clone house would it be? Any clone house that reads this comment and says, damn, that's a good idea, Ismail. That's who. But yeah, I think there's some value to that. Like, for example, Antidote by Victor and Rolf. There is one here we're going to be talking about today that reminds me slightly of something. There's an absolute banger in one of these, a couple of them actually. Heard that Club de Nuit dropped a new one called Precious. Very likely. I actually haven't even had the time to talk about their Parfume d'Art or whatever it's called. There is a Davidoff hot water. Oh God. Muhammad Al-Mawri. I'm not even going to talk about your comment here, bro. But yes. Wahed wasakh. Not you, that comment, bro. Hey, Neve, I would love you to review some combination of Cambodian and Hindi oud oils. I would love to as well. Cambodian is not necessarily 100% my taste. Cambodian gives you like a fruity nuance. To me, I get like an ashy-like texture. It's almost like incense-like, but it's gray. If I could attribute a color to it, it would be grayscale. Grayscale, slightly fruity, maybe a little nutty. It's distinct. Whereas Indian Oud, it's more my speed because it's drier, but also ambery, bold, and it can also be more resinous. Maybe not so much dry. It's more so ambery, resin, deep, dense, intense. So I personally like Indian Oud a lot more. And one of the most enjoyable Indian Oud DNAs that I've been enjoying in combination has been this one. It's called Oud Elite Ghali. That stuff smells ghali. It's ghali. It is ghali, which means expensive, but it smells expensive too, man. It's absolutely beautiful if you like Indian Oud. For me personally, when I initially got it, the sales rep told me Cambodia. It was after that one of the gentlemen on my Instagram was talking about it and said that he gets Indian Oud. So then I compared it with a few actual vials of Cambodia and Hindi, and in fact, it is closer to Hindi. So the facts are the facts. That's what I get personally closer to. So, have I heard of KFC barbecue cologne? Absolutely not. Yeah, I've heard of it, but absolutely not, bro. Okay, so let's talk about the next one. All right, this one is not from Joma Shop. I did not source a link because you can just easily find this one. Okay, this is called Valentino Uomo Intense. I believe actually D is in the comments, right? D, I think you also talked about this. You might have popped up on my feeds. I don't really watch fragrance reviewers, but this one popped up, and sure enough, it's a good take on Valentino Uomo Intense. This is coming from the same brand that gave you the Milestone, etc., all those Amouage clones, I believe. It's called Valencia Uomo Intense. Respectable take. There was only the other one was that Saint Hilaire Ombre Chic. So if you like that whole Mandarin, tobacco, iris, very date night appropriate, very date night worthy, I grabbed it because generally speaking with these off brands that are this off, they usually just hit and then they disappear off the market. And that's kind of how it's been with like Saint Hilaire and stuff like that. So I was like, I'll be damned if that hits and not, I don't get my hands on it. So that's the case with this one. I don't know how long it's going to be, but they really do capture the whole, almost, it's too strong, honestly. The combination, I'm talking about in general for the fragrance, the combination of like this molasses-like orange in combo with the iris, maybe some tonka, and yeah, basically in the tobacco or something that makes it very rich. And this is very rich for the price tag. It's ridiculous for the price tag. Okay, you're not getting the ultimate refinement of the original, but yeah, it smells really good. So, yep, there you go. D, he said, my wife loves it. Yes, this is great. Yep. So props to you. Thank you. You're short, literally, is the one I was like, what? Okay, whatever. So Tasneem, hey, how are you doing? You're amazing. I'm so glad you're doing a live once again so soon. You recommend a few summer fragrances last time when you were live, and I asked you to recommend. I bought these two, and they were really good. Yay! That's the best thing I could ever hear. But I just give you genuine from my heart. So Valencia Uomo Intense, Amazon 32. There you go, bro. I'll put some links in the description right after the video for it as well. Okay. Mr. Brooklyn says, yo, Neeb, what's the difference between Batikh and Nitro Red? Batikh is much more of a true watermelon fragrance. Nitro Red, it's not giving everybody watermelon, okay? It's just an accord. It's more so sweet bubblegummy, bro. Don't go into Nitro Red expecting a bubblegum or a watermelon fragrance. Don't. If you want an actual watermelon, just go with Batikh, okay? All right, let's see. Slayam says, I've a white girl cat. Okay, I must have missed some context there. Yes, respiratory therapy. Love you guys. Jay, what's up, man? How you doing, brother? Let's see. Let me check the comments on Instagram. Followed by kerosene is beyond nuclear. Bro, that is absolutely nuclear. I personally cannot rock those types of fragrances. It's too much for me. Blue Seduction by Antonio Bandera. Soon I'll pick that one up. I don't have it on hand. Best creamy coconut dominant fragrance that is tropical or gourmand. Cheap, go with the Qaid al-Fursan white, okay? But actually more recently, I have been having more of a taste for coconutty, okay? There are a few fragrances. Give me some time because now that the summertime is coming around, I'm really enjoying it. But if you like that style of creamy, nutty, I personally see like Xerjoff Lyra, although more vanillic, not really summery. There's also the passion fruit, papaya, guava in Hanan, although harder to find. There's also, let's see. No, this one is more so strawberry. But I have also dabbled into Olfactive Studio, and they have a fragrance. I think it's called In Rio or Still in Rio. And they have, let me see, Olfactive. It's called Still Life in Rio. I don't think there is coconut. Check that one out. It's called Still Life in Rio. It's actually really good. Code Aromatics, obviously, will save you 15. But no, genuinely, aside from the facts, this is actually a really good one. They have two. Oh, wait, no. Hold on. I didn't like Still Life in Rio. So I like Still Life more. There's two. All right. There's Still Life and there's Still Life in Rio. Still Life is easily the better one of the two, but you lose a lot of that creamy coconutiness. It's really good, Still Life in Rio, but as it starts to dry down, it throws me off a little bit. The coconut blended with some of that, I believe it's rum or something like that, takes me away. I would say sample. I would say sample for those two. Otherwise, get Qa'id Al Fursan White, which is a beautiful coconutty, cheap fragrance. And there are a few more as well that I'll probably remember. Okay, so let's continue on. Thoughts on Orto Parisi Teroni? I don't have it, brother. Don't have it. Okay, so let's continue on. Rate Phantom by Paco Rabanne. I give it about a 6.5, but because there's more that's better. But it's good. It's playful. It's lemon. It's lavender. Gets compliments. It's not a bad fragrance by any means. But at that price point, honestly, bro, just get Lattafa's Hayati Melaki, the blue one, cheaper, and it does the same exact thing. On your recommendation, okay, so Gora Yamin says, on your recommendation, I bought Cuban and Dominican tobacco from Ibrahim Al-Qurashi, and they're fire. After those, to Musk Kashmir from Al-Wafia range is my favorite. Have you tried it? I have Musk Kashmir maybe from Al-Wafia, but I don't remember. I have this one and I really don't like it. It's called Khashab Sandal. Khashab Sandal is actually smells like Frederick Mall's Portrait of a Lady. It's more so rose patchouli. It's so strange with maybe some sandalwood. So deceiving name. Something for the summer in a budget like Blue Day Chanel. Here you go, bro. Straight up, it's really good. All right, let's continue on with the next one. And what's up from Belgium? What's up, Max? Good to see you, brother. This one is for me. It's not for me. Okay, this one is absolutely not for me. I no way in hell. It's called Alcazar by Ted Lapidus. The reason I bought it is because it's $8.99. Okay, what this smells like is like an old school blend of maybe something extremely barbershop. It's like Dracar Noir meets Lafayette Street. So there's some people. That's why I kind of took it back when I was talking about it like that or trashing it, because there's some people that like that, man. And I mean, I can see it. I can see it on certain scent profile or certain people. Let me just look up the notes and stuff and we can talk about it while looking at it at the same time. Okay. This is a $9 fragrance though. So you got to be easy on it as well. So here we go. It's gets a 3.8. It's got citron petitgrain. Yes. Opens up absolutely sharp, very classic barbershoppy with that lavender. Some more, really attention-grabbing herbaceous nature coming from the aromatic rosemary. Kind of reminds you of mint, slight mint vibes. And as it starts to dry down, it has that leather tonka bean, this generic style dry down. For a lot of people, it reminds them of Silver Scent by Bogart, I believe. And let's see what other comparisons. Nico Sculpture, sure, I can get that a little bit. But it is pretty harsh, man. It's pretty harsh, but it settles down within the first 20 minutes. I just can't. No way, man. Like, no way. And then the tin comes in a nice tin. So, I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. So that's the other one. It's called Alcazar, all right? Need try F.A. Paris, The Night. I have The Night. And I think I already spoke of that one. Not really sure. But The Night, I know that The Promise, my sister loves that one. The Promise and Shadow is amazing. Fire is another one that I remember enjoying as well. Okay. But will do, brother. Hello from Algeria. MashaAllah. Hello back. Eternal Metals or Rem Silver? What's the difference? Rem Silver is probably going to project a little bit more. Eternal Metals is more of like a twist, a muskier twist, but it does last a pretty long time. Honestly, there's potentially a Clone War coming for this one as well, but I would say Rams might have the, I'm not sure. I got to test them. That's my answer for you, bro. I don't want to give you an answer just for the sake of answering. It's got to be legit. Okay, let's move on to the next fragrance. Let me just double check with the Instagram. Any Acqua di Gio Profondo clones? No, but what I can recommend is that you go and check out Polo Blue Parfum. Lasts longer than Profondo. On me, I get much more performance out of Polo Blue Parfum. Hi from Pakistan. Hello back, Ahmed. How you doing, bro? Silver Scent. Any dupe for Greenlee? There's just that Ather by Fragrance World, which isn't available in the States yet, man. Which is not available in the States. All right, let's move on to the next one. And this one is actually pretty good for the price point. It's around $20. It's called Dunhill Custom. Dunhill Custom has notes of apple, spicy black pepper. We've got incense and cedarwood. A relatively simple note breakdown. The bottle in itself, I feel like, is worth the price tag, honestly. It's about 20 bucks. The cap, though, is plastic. It's trash, the cap. Clicks onto place. You can carry it by the cap, but I wouldn't recommend you do so. And on the top says custom. Scent profile of this, though, it's actually very enjoyable. Simple. You get that you got to let it settle a little bit, though, because the opening comes off. Actually, today it's a little bit better. Yesterday it was pretty alcoholic. Makes sense. It sat. But you literally get this red apple and some peppers and maybe a little bit of like this woody undertone vibe. Smells very comforting. Smells very approachable, very easy, very signature scent. I have nothing bad to say about this one. It actually smells really good. It's called Dunhill Custom. Dunhill Custom. I just don't know if this is going to last. Excuse me. Because of the fact that it's so cheap and like with a lot of other Dunhill fragrances, they don't really last the longest. But still, scent profile wise, it's impressive. For 20 bucks, it really is impressive. It reminds me of other like date night style fragrances that have like, just a date night vibe. Let's look this one up together. It's called Dunhill Custom. I personally get like this Hollister feel. I get like maybe the whole Abercrombie and Fitch Fierce, not so much metallic, but I also get like this cardamom undertone as well, although these are the only notes. And it could be the combination of the pepper and cedarwood. So, and yeah, sure enough, it gets compared to a very popular cardamom fragrance like La Nuit de l'Homme and an ambery fragrance, date night fragrance, Dolce & Gabbana the one. Yeah, I can definitely see it with a little bit of that Hollister vibe as well. This is a solid cheapie. This is a freaking solid cheapie, Dunhill Custom. But the only thing is like I said, man, longevity. I don't know how long this is going to last. I would imagine you got to spray this shit like 10 times. 10 times. So here we go. Yeah, we do have a few moderate performance, etc., intimate projection. It is what it is. At $20, I think this is really good. I think it's really good at 20 bucks. But even then, nowadays, you can get a fragrance for around $10 more with like 8 hours performance, 7 hours performance. So there's that. Take it for what you will. Volcanus with $10 super chat. God bless you, brother. I appreciate you being here, man. Scent of the day, Rosendo Mateo number 5. You smell amazing, bro. If you don't know what that smells like and you like fragrances like Baby Cat, Rosendo Mateo number 5 is much more of a natural style of fragrance that revolves around that very similar amber. Slightly vanillic as well to my nose personally, but it smells amazing. If I had to pick between I have Baby Cat, I don't have Rosendo Mateo number 5. But for ease of wear, definitely Rosendo Mateo 5. And in the air, honestly, they're both worth checking out. So check that one out. Appreciate you for being here, bro. Abdul Karim, yes. All right. Let's check with the IG fam. What up, only? Is 9 p.m. good? I think it is good, yeah. What was the cheaper version of Paco Rabanne's Phantom? It's called Hayati Leil Malaki, okay? So Hayati by Latafa. It's a cylindrical style, but it's squared off, and it's blue, okay? Smells really good for like 20 bucks, maybe even 18 bucks. So there you go. Nitro Red and Nitro White. So Mo says Nitro Red and White, where to find in the USA? Oh, in UK. Try filledwithbaraka.com, code aromatics. He has not only nitros, maybe he has nitros, I don't know, but he's got all these Middle Eastern stuff that I talk about as well. For those of you that don't live in the States, like even in the Middle East and stuff, I believe he ships to you guys as well. So check him out. Any cocoa butter fragrances for men? Not that I know of distinctively, but there is like a Tootsie Roll, but that's Alexandra Fragrances Cacao Dreams. Okay. Why is Laverne having such a big sale on their site for such good fragrances? Pete Petar. I don't know. I guess it's a good thing. All right. What is my rate? So Kike Swim is asking me, what is my rating for Karis Blue Spice Eau de Parfum? Blue Spice. Okay, so I'm not going to rate it as far as how much I like it because I don't like Imagination. So if I were to rate Imagination, it'd be like a 6.5. That's what I would give it, 6.5. But as a clone, I would give it about an 8.5 to a 9. I would give this a, I think it deserves an 8.75 to a 9, how close it gets. It gets it. The only dock is for performance. Obviously, for $35, it's not going to perform as much. But if you like Imagination, then this is going to be amazing. So that's why it's not really ideal to always give a rating because, bro, like if you, Valentino Uomo Intense to you might be a 4. For me, it's like a 8.5. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's just like, yeah. But I know a lot of people love Imagination. I don't love it. I like it. I wouldn't buy it though, but it is what it is. How is Khair Pistachio performance? Rafi asks that question, and Khair Pistachio lingered on me for a solid 8 hours. It was a lighter, more airy take on it, but I really enjoyed it because it didn't go cloyingly sweet or anything like that. But still, for that type of fragrance, 8 hours is good enough for that price point at least. But then again, I do spray. I'm not scared to spray. Okay. Ibrahim Al-Qurashi doesn't ship to North America and it sucks. You don't need to ship from them, bro. You can get it from my other affiliates, which have Ibrahim Al-Qurashi. It's perfumes600.com. He ships from Kuwait, but it's so fast and reliable. Code Aromatics. We've also got Lu'lu'at al-Musk. Bro, check my my bio. I've got everything and everywhere for the cheapest. If you don't find it cheaper, then don't get it. Hey, God bless you, bro. I appreciate the super chat. Let me go back. Appreciate you, man. Seriously, God bless you, bro. Also checking out more Middle Eastern brands since discovering your channel. I hope you enjoy it, man. We're talking about more recently. I've been talking about a lot of the ones behind me, more of the niche stuff. And I've got quite a few hauls coming in. I've recorded already. Couture. Couture is an award-winning fragrance from Oud Elite. I mean, you'll stand out, bro. Like, there's so many fragrances that we talk about, which is like, you know, how many fragrances are the same? There's a lot, but more recently, I will give it to them and say that a lot more recently, designers are starting to get more edgy. I like where we're at in fragrance right now in terms of the market. I really do. It's starting to get a little bit more testy, starting to veer off of just the standard fresh blues and just generic mall smelling, loving it. Like, for example, yesterday I rocked this bad boy Belfiore and a new series to the whole, you know, a lot of influencers do the what I wore this week. I find like there will be a lot of value because every day I wear something new every single day. And there will be certain fragrances where I'll wear it and people won't hear about it for like 2 months. So I figured this will be great to pump out every week and give people a little bit of insights. So brands like Oman Luxury, Spirit of Dubai, etc. I'm glad you're enjoying it, bro. Thank you. Let's continue. Sir, please suggest a fragrance for daily and everyday occasion on a budget. There are so many. I have a couple of lists that say signature scent worthy, cheapies, etc. It really depends on your taste, bro. It really depends on your taste. And just to be able to offer you a little bit more context and value, I highly recommend you check those lists because anything I recommend now is going to be quick and no description. So check out those lists where I go into an actual breakdown for you. But L1212 White is a great signature scent. Even if you wanted to go with something like, I think immediately, like Rehan Pacific is a great signature scent. Something, yeah, I mean, there's plenty, man. Plenty. There you go. Thank you, Persephone's dad. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for your help, man. Okay. Omar says he's been searching for months for anything near Roja Enigma. Unfortunately, I don't know many of those, and I'm not really driven to go for Roja Enigma because it's not a scent that I appreciate yet. I think that's a more appropriate terminology because there are a lot of scents where like I initially smell them and I'm like, oh, this is ass. And I really got to be careful with saying something like that because as my nose develops or as I start to, you know, train myself and get into different realms, I end up appreciating it. And I'm like, wait, I just said that was ass. I can never appreciate this again. So Roja Enigma is one of those cases. So it is what it is. And it happens truly. Wow. The dry down for Valentino Uomo is pretty damn spot on. Pretty damn spot on. Let's move on to the next fragrance. Okay. And then we'll address a little bit more questions later on. This next one is called Dunhill London Signature Collection. It's the Sandalwood. So these are a little bit pricier. You get more of a premium presentation. Pretty impressive. It does remind me of like the Dunhill Icon series as well. Heavy bottle. It's got a groove. Very nice. Oh, God. Almost threw out my elbow. Getting too old for this style of shit, man. Note to this bad boy. Let me pull it up really quick. Dunhill Sandalwood. So I love sandalwood. So the note of sandalwood in a lot of fragrances can be taken as like old manny sometimes, like old man. I remember when I initially got into it, it smells like creamy woods and musk and things of that nature. But as I started to really get into more, deeper style fragrances, I started to really love sandalwood. And it made me realize how little amount of sandalwood, creamy, really sandalwood cord fragrances we have in the market today. There are plenty of uses of sandalwood, but nothing that really just focuses on that as a dominant accord. So I picked this one up in hopes of that being the case, but we'll talk about exactly what it smells like. So atomizer on it is nothing spectacular, and it smells initially of this powdery, creamy natured sandalwood, okay? Almost has like a photorealistic recreation of that powdered dust. But then it starts to do something that really puts me off, and I can't even put it to my nose anymore because of that. It's headache inducing for me. And I believe it might be coming from that moss, specifically that moss. It gets a little bit wet, slightly leathery. The patchouli, the earthiness, it just smells dirty. It doesn't smell like the definition of dirty when I think like raunchy patchouli can go in different aspects, like animalic dirty, aphrodisiac style with a little bit of chocolate undertone, or it can just go into like not clean dirty. I know a lot of people do enjoy this one, but for me personally, I couldn't get myself to like it. And there's a reason why. It reminds me of one of my, I'm sorry in advance, one of my least liked fragrances and one of my worst blind buys ever, Bentley for Men Intense. I could not. And it wasn't the fact that it's just the quality, something about it. It smelled like burning plastic, like literally water bottle with fire. I know a lot of people like that, and keep rocking it and keep liking it if you do. But for me, it just doesn't work. Something extremely synthetic in the composition. This one smells a little bit more natural, but it absolutely, although with no leather, smells close to that. It has that vibe. It's somewhere in there. And I can slightly tolerate this a little bit more as it starts to dry down, but it just has this overall like synthetic dusted wood quality. And it's sad because there is a natural aspect to it as well. It smells relatively natural. And then you just get something that's just, it's like just this shard of glass that just hits you. We see the comparisons. Yep, Bentley for Men. That's what I get. Bentley Intense. Nothing really prominent of leather, but just not working for me. I will say that it smells high quality. I will say that it smells like the composition, but it's just, I don't know, something in there. It's just a no-go for me, man. No-go for me. Okay. I really expected more. I wanted more, especially at the $55 price point. I really was expecting a little bit more. For a lot of people, if you don't get that, see, if I didn't get whatever it is that's messing with me, I'd freaking love it. If I didn't get whatever is that headache-inducing chemical, it would have been finessed, like perfect. But for me, it does. Could there potentially be people that pick it up and still absolutely love it? Yeah, absolutely. For me, it's just a no-go. And as soon as you associate a negative association or experience with something, it's over. And that's the case with Bentley for Men Intense. There's a certain degree where it's like, I don't really like this, or it makes me sick, like gives me a headache. And I really can't come back from fragrances that give me a headache. For example, Roja's Amber Oud never gave me a headache, but when I initially smelled it, I was like, oh no, whoa, this is weird, okay? But Bentley for Men Intense immediately gave me a migraine. That's nothing I can come back from. Absolutely not. This gave me a headache and is giving me a headache, honestly. And actually, Amber Oud by Roja, I've started to appreciate a lot more, and I actually like it to the point where I'm considering picking it up, which I probably will. These, I wouldn't buy them again. Just plain and simple, I would not buy them again, okay? And that's usually what it comes down to, the quality. If it's, it is what it is. I made my point, okay? So there we go. Most of the websites that you can find on my profiles, on my socials. You can also find on every single description of even this video, brother. So thanks for asking. Let me check with the IG family. Shuhra Rasasi. I'm not a fan. That tomato leaf literally smells like tomato to me. It legitimately smells like tomato. I can see the addiction because it's very unusual, but I'm personally not a fan right now. Doesn't smell bad, but I'm just not really digging it right now. All right. Mo, Epic. Amouage Epic. The only brand I can think of that we're doing proper Amouage clones is the whole Abraj lineup, ABRAAJ. And I think they do have one, might be called Ethic. I think it's called Ethic. Yeah, but it's by Fragrance World as well. Those are strong and they last all day. What is the best Louis Vuitton perfume? Perfume for women or for men? For men, I would say L'Immensity for its sheer versatility and its longevity. You guys, that shit does not play. The next day, I was on a hat and I was looking for the smell. It was like 6 feet away and I could still smell it. So it's a really good one. Okay. Vignan, I'm sorry, sister or brother. I can't really see who you are because it's so small. So, okay, you're a man. Okay, L'Immensity. I would say L'Immensity for its sheer versatility. It's not the most complex thing in the world, bro. It's not the most complex, but L'Immensity is good. I personally love Afternoon Swim, but the performance, I'll tell you, hell no, don't buy it. I bought it. Yeah, I did because I love it. I want to do comparisons, Clone Wars, but I'll tell you, don't buy it. It's not worth it. What's another good one that I just picked up? I have Pacific Chill. Got to be picking up On the Beach, but they're very specific in purpose. If you're not going to like vacations, you're not going to enjoy them. These are like people who spend bags on a fragrance and don't care, and they have like a yacht, or they're going on their freaking house on the beach. That's the scent profiles they are. Even City of Stars, for example, my first couple experiences with it was like, man, it's powdery, it's weird. But when I finally understood or placed it in that context of like, I'm on my yacht, that's the type of money, that's the type of story, it was beautiful. It was the best like beach nighttime scent, City of Stars. That's another one I'm planning on picking up. And it's a shame because I already made a Louis Vuitton compilation video with talking about like some of the best ones, but I also talked about how that one is, and that I'm considering picking it up. I'll come back and reference that and make another video if need be. Okay. So yes, it's not for everybody though. It's not for everybody. Yes, they're overpriced. I'll say they're overpriced, but they're really good quality. And even from a manufacturing standpoint, they are high expense. Even if you try and replicate it, that's why a lot of these dupe brands, they can't really replicate it because you can't do it for the price point that a lot of people want it at under 50 bucks. You really can't, just for the sourcing of the materials themselves. Okay. Thoughts on Louis Vuitton or Raj? Noor, I have a Raj and I think it's good. I just wouldn't buy it in, I don't know, honestly. I wouldn't buy it in 200 ml for me personally, just because it's more cooler weather. It's got like this very dry style of woods. It's like very piney, masculine, lumberjack vibes, ISO-E super. It's a good smelling fragrance with some patchouli, but it's relatively 1 to 2 dimensional, I would say. It's nothing too complex, but it smells really good. But nothing really spectacular though. I bought it. That's the only one I'm going to have in the 100 ml. Yeah. For women, I really, really like the Cure Vuitton. I think that's what it's called, Batons, or whatever it's called. And then the Attrape Reeves. Those are like the top two for me for women. Spell on You smells really good until it starts to dry down, and then it does something a little bit off. But those are easily the two best ones. I just sold off, actually, my Attrape Reeves because I'm not going to wear it. I'd rather have the freaking bottles of the ones that I'm going to wear. But I know that I like Attrape Reeves, and I've lived with it enough to know that it's a really beautiful rose signature scent fragrance for ladies who have like office corporate CEO jobs. Like that's the story of a lot of those Louis Vuitton fragrances. But for the average, these fragrances are not going to be that good. So okay, let's move on to the next fragrance. And that way, I want to kind of zoom through these last two so I can actually address you guys more appropriately and spend some time talking about it. Next one, I mean, it's a damn shame that honestly I waited this long to put it in my collection. I've known for a long time that it smells good, and this is a great signature scent for anybody during the summertime. And it's this right here, John Varvatos Artisan Pure. This is the only one that I own, or probably the only one that I will own for a while. Easy fragrance, Artisan Pure. This is and always has been a great summertime freshie. You got to cake this shit on, though. Please don't be spraying this no 3 to 4 times. Spray it on like you want to smell like it, which is about 6 times minimum. For me personally, I'd spray this on about 12 times and I'm set. Very, very beautiful fragrance. Signature worthy. Like I said, for the summertime. I think it's got some vetiver in here, maybe some citruses, etc. Okay, so we've got clementine, mandarin orange, lemon, bergamot, some thyme, petitgrain, ginger, woody, musk, orris, and amber. So no actual vetiver that's listed in the notes, but it smells really good. It smells really good. I personally get a woody nature in the backbone of the fragrance, but yeah, smells really good. It's inexpensive. You have to spray this one on a lot though. Okay, that's pretty much it. So Artisan Pure, cheap. I think it's like 38 bucks. You get the, what was this, 2.7 for 38. It's like 42 for the big boy. I personally, if I didn't have this many fragrances, I would have bought the big one because it's so inexpensive. And I would take this on vacays where I don't care if I lose the bottle. That's perfect for what this is. Smells expensive too, if you can get the longevity out of it. But since I have so many, it's stupid for me. It's wasteful for me to buy the big one. All right, last one. This one is called Al Tamr or Al Tamr. Okay, or Tamr, that's what it is. Okay, whatever. This is a freaking gem. Truly is a freaking gem of a fragrance by Ted Lapidus. It's a big bottle. I mean, when you look at it, it looks like something from the 90s or the 80s, but the scent profile of this smells very familiar, smells very mass appealing, smells very sweet, smells like a very loved fragrance and a couple of fragrances that are very popular, okay? So to me personally, I get like this Boss Bottled Intense Eau de Parfum, discontinued. I also get hints of like this, what do I want to say? Acqua di Gio, the Profumo. I get like, these are all great fragrances. I get hints of something like La Nuit de l'Homme. So it's a mashup of all of those. That's my jam. Like those are all fragrances that I freaking love. And that's what this one smells like. It just smells maybe a little bit less quality. It does smell a little bit less quality, but you can smell it. It doesn't smell weak. It doesn't seem weak or anything like that. So if you're looking for a gifting option for 20 bucks, that's absolutely insane. Okay. Please keep into consideration the price point. Notes of this fragrance include neroli, pineapple leaf, bergamot. In the middle, we've got some cyclamen, jasmine, orange blossom, a bunch of white florals, some juicy nature coming from a cyclamen. And then we've got tonka bean, amber, musk, patchouli, teakwood, and vetiver in the base. A lot of very familiar notes, etc. And this gets compared to Gautier by JP Gautier. The one thing that I did kind of smell in this one as well is it reminds me just slightly of maybe like Victor and Rolf Antidote. And I also do get a little bit of that JPG funk in here. So it's a little mix. It's like a Frankenstein of fragrances, but it's good. It's good. It's good. It does have like a classic feel to it too. So I can see that Nico sculpture. Oh my God. No, not this. My God. The Alcazar, the shit that we opened today. No, absolutely not. It has a barbershop-y undertone, sure, but not that one, okay? So people are even saying Al-Tha'ir. I'm not going to say no. I mean, I absolutely not like the same quality, but it's in that generic, style of sweet fragrances. So I would call this one a W for sure. So to wrap things up and summarize it all, this is a W. This is definitely a good one as well. And then I would have to say that the Valencia and the Lacoste. The rest, not bad. This one is not bad as well, but I don't know how long it's going to last. The rest, I wouldn't buy again. And I personally wouldn't recommend you buy them either. Personally, that's my recommendation, okay? Per my taste. Unless you like anything that I mentioned while telling you guys why I wouldn't buy it, I guess then it is what it is. So that's pretty much it for today's haul. I'm now going to shift my attention and we're going to talk a lot more about questions, etc. So let's see. All right, here we go. Is the neroli in Al Tamr prominent? No, I got more so of like, you can sense the florals, but I got more so of like that tonka bean sweetness and like the date night vibes for sure, okay? Good fragrances for a 17-year-old. Qa'ad al-Fursan, Hayati by Latafa, Lacoste, this one right here, Hollister Festival Night. This is another really good one for that age. What else? What else? For a 17-year-old, 1 Million Royal is a good one for a 17-year-old as well. That's going to be like upscaled for somebody that age. Polo Blue Parfum is great, inoffensive, very generic smelling, but high quality, very high quality as well. Maybe even something like this one right here, Artisan Pure. That's a great one as well. And yeah, those are a few of them. What do you think about Eclair? Haven't got it. I didn't even know about it until people started mentioning it. Thoughts on Acqua di Parma? Oud. What's up, Mr. Sarmento, sorry. Text is so small. I'm trying to look at two screens at once. I never really got into all of those, honestly. Just at that price point, I personally would rather dive into other fragrances. Oud Marcuja alternatives. There's Ignite Oud by Ahmed al-Maghribi. I personally like more. And there's also Saoud. Saoud by, I think it's called Asdaf, by Asdaf. Saoud, yeah. Opinion on Brazilian, Spanish, Mexican. Okay, Fadi. So Brazilian smells like Haltane, but more fresh. Okay. Excuse me. By Parfums de Marly. Spanish smells like Megamare. Very, very strong, slightly metallic, beastly stuff. And Mexican tobacco smells like it could be something of like, not Alexandria too, but it has that vibe with a lot of almond. It's like glazed cherry undertone. It's polished. It's in those vibes. That's what I think about those. Lacoste white EDT cologne. There isn't one that I know of, Habibi. Sorry, Patron. And at that price, yeah, there isn't really one that I know of. Hit that like button. Freaking love you guys. Can't wait for you guys to watch tomorrow's video. It's crazy. Okay. Hello from Qatar. What's going on, man? Arabian leather by Arabian Oud. Good. Arabian leather by Arabian Oud smells like Tuscan leather. Or is it ombre leather? Smells like one of those, bro. It smells like one of those. Where is it? Where did I put it? It's actually one of my lesser enjoyed. Well, because I have a certain taste. I personally don't really care too much for those aforementioned fragrances either. Let me see. I have it somewhere. I didn't even put it on the shelf, bro. That's because I don't really care for it. Oh, okay, I'll find it later. Somewhere. Where the hell is it? Whatever. Okay, let's see. Ibrahim Al-Qurashi. Oh, let's check with the Instagram. Your opinion on Capri. Capri smells like an overdosed and drowned Acqua di Gio Profumo in Olibanum. So think of Acqua di Gio Profumo with a lot more resin. That's what it smells like. With a lot more of that Olibanum. And I mean a lot more. So it goes more oriental. Okay. What up, Jack? What do you think about Parfums de Marly Percival? Is there a beast clone of it? Kaf. It's called Kaaf by Ahmed al-Maghribi. What I personally think about it, I'm not crazy about that scent profile, but I know that Kaf is a beastly version of it. Okay, let's scroll down a little bit. Lindsay says, Belfiore is so fire. It's my favorite from Iman Luxury. Perfectly unisex and hot weather, and appropriate for hot weather, in my opinion. I just wore it yesterday, and I have to agree 100% with you. It was 85 degrees, and it worked. It actually smelled amazing because of the heat. The honey, the glaze. I mean, if you're a sweaty individual, like if you by nature sweat a lot, it's not going to go good. If you are by nature, you tolerate heat a little bit, it smells freaking amazing. It truly does. And it's not that, I mean, for $175, it's not that expensive. In context, let's take this with some context, right? Compared to certain designers at retail. Not even 175. Max Aromas, I think the only place you can get this at. And after whatever code you want to use, but I have Aromatics 20 and Aromatics 10, it comes out to like 165, and the presentation is amazing. So, or maybe even less than that. But yeah, no, I agree with you for sure. I'm going to be grabbing a few more. I really like the black ones for sure as well. Like I have Angham. I think I want to get Khanjar and one of the other ones. Their presentation is fire, man. What do you think about Paris Corner Quatre? Amazing. Seriously. Amazing. A freshie that's so zingy and citrusy and projects all day. I'm not used to freshies that do that. And that's one that I freaking love. A must have. A must freaking have for summertime. I'm surprised. And especially at the price point. It's 61 retail, but after obviously discounts, it comes to like 55. At that price point, I'll be taking that. I was planning on taking afternoon swim on vacays, but this is 55 bucks. I can beat on it and it smells better and more projecting. Quatre. It's not the closest to afternoon swim, and I'm going to say that in the Clone Wars, obviously, but maybe my favorite. And generally speaking, I like twists more than I like actual clones. So, Ghafoor says, what's the performance like on Theorem Rue Broca? I believe it'll give you about 6.5, 7 hours tops. I know a lot of people actually like that. George says, bro, just dubs. Don't speak of those Arabic as if they were other fragrances. That's why they're difficult to find in America and Europe stores. I have no idea what your intention is or what you mean, and it just didn't make sense. Sorry, bro. Elias Martinez, opinion on Prada Luna. I think he wants me to gatekeep or something. Opinion on Prada Luna Rosa Sport. I think it's good. I think it's good. I have a clone of that, actually. I have a clone of that. It's I think it's good. I think it's good. It's like a barber shoppy sport fragrance. I actually really like it. I think it's underrated. It gets similar to Allure Homme Sport, but almost most of the time I'm going to be reaching for Allure Homme Sport. I mean, family fragrance. Obviously, it's a sport fragrance. And I think for the most part, most people would go for it. Well, actually, no, I don't like Allure Homme Sport. The original, I like the clones of them more because Allure Homme Sport has this like burning rubber for whatever reason on my skin. But it's a good one for sure. Just smells more mature. I love Dylan Blue. Always will. It's an amazing fragrance. Let's see. I got a super chat. Sorry, guys. Let me try and catch up. From Anas Habash. Thank you, brother. God bless you. He says, what's a solid summer fragrance from Xerjoff? And by the way, Grandeur Iconic Nuit is better than the OG. I'm glad you're enjoying it, but a good summertime fragrance from Xerjoff. I personally really enjoy Herba Gold. I don't like the original Herba. It's a little screechy. But another one that I really enjoy during the summertime is Renaissance. I just wish it was didn't really have too much of that petitgrain. And another one that's really good is Mephisto, the original Mephisto. It smells like a less synthetic version of like Silver Mountain water to me. All right, we got another super chat. Let me address this really quick. Mr. Sarmento, God bless you, bro. Always love watching your live, man. Is there any refined version for CH 1212 or 212 men? I'm sorry, bro. I don't really have much experience for CH fragrances in general. And this is one that I've been thinking about more recently, picking up the whole 1212 series. So sorry, I can't give you an honest answer for that one, bro. But, well, the honest answer is I don't know. Hi from Oman. Hello. What up, Leo? How you doing, bro? Have you tried Misk Mubakhar from Al Arabi Al Oud? Misk Mubakhar. I have not. But it sounds like it'll smell similar to the Ibrahim al-Qurashi musks. But Musk Mubakhar usually smell really good. All right. Let me check the Instagram. Think about getting Mozoon and Nazih Gold. Worth getting them both. They're both different. They're both definitely different. One of them is like saffron, vanilla, chai styled oud, less on the oud. And then Nazih Gold is more of like the 1 million bubble gummy mass appeal with the oud. So both of them are slightly different. Yeah, they're both different, bro. All right, let's scroll down. Ayanda says, shout out from South Africa. We don't have many perfume stores this side, and I envy you guys. I'm sorry, brother, but I know Filled with Baraka ships to you. I pray that you guys get them more available. I think a lot of people actually get mad at me through Instagram and stuff because a lot of the fragrances I talk about is not available. I'm not a seller. I'm not a seller. They legit get mad. I'm sorry, man. I really am. I wish there was something I can do. Sometimes I do more than what I should be doing by like reaching like stores and like, hey, can you get the... Like, I wish it was different, man. Hopefully it will be, right? Hopefully it will be. Another 13 by Le Labo. Le Labo, you're paying for a lot of the experience. I don't really care too much for their fragrances. I have, I forgot even which ones I have. Santal, 33, which was pretty good. The Noir, I tried. It was okay. Another 13. They're okay fragrances. Pitar says, what's your favorite Laverne fragrance? I'm trying to buy my first and I need... I appreciate that, bro. So I've got Blue Laverne, which is mid. It's not bad. I've got tobacco, which smells like red tobacco. I've got forbidden, which forbidden smells actually pretty good. But I've also got this leather fragrance. But out of them all, I think I enjoy King Tobacco the most because it smells like their rendition on something like Xerjoff Naxos. So King Tobacco for me, it's like white floral, honey, tobacco, but it's light. Good for springtime, maybe even the summertime. So that would be my option. It's not really the strongest performing, but it smells really good. Shadow says, shout out from London. Shout out back to you, London. I appreciate you guys, man. Love my London, UK fam, man. Waiting for delivery of La Uno, the only one intense. Since I have, it's really good. It's actually really good. I really like this. Ladies, if you like tuberose, not tuberose, jasmine, I believe. It's really good. And it's close as hell to the original as well. I hope you enjoy it. Okay. Let's scroll. Sorry. Billy, you got me. Sorry, let's see. I don't really have too many Zara fragrances. I actually threw all of them out after they did some weird PR stunt campaign shit. So no, I don't. But I think Sunrise was like some Louis Vuitton clone or some shit like that. You scroll down back to the YouTube comments. Chris says that one old Polo fragrance smells like 212. Okay. Anyone have Ahmed Al-Maghribi Amiri, not the musk one. Okay, no. But I actually have all of their new fragrances, very soon. I think they released 2 new ones. Do you think, and Perfume 600 has all of the new releases as well, before we get them in the States, by the way. Amber Oud Blue or Iconic? Honestly, man, with Blue Day Chanel, I don't like recommending and saying like go for like some of the other ones. If you absolutely don't have the money, I feel like either one of those are pretty good. But for Blue Day Chanel, I would say try your best to get the OG. It also depends on how often you beat it up. If you beat it up a lot, man, then just go for Iconic because you get so much juice. But if you're going for the refinement, Blue Day Chanel is one of those. Chanel just in general, the house is hard to be cloned, because they use proprietaries and all that stuff. Let's see, what time is it? 1:37. Okay, we're good. All right, let me keep going down. Nam, doing well. Actually went through the haul already. We talked about it. These are the ones that are worth grabbing. Artisan Pure, Custom, Dunhill Custom is okay. And then we've got that right there. These are recommendations I'll always make. These right here. I don't know about, honestly, I would recommend this still. Al Tamr. So these are Rex. This was just a decent find. I don't know if I'll recommend it. I'll have to wear this one, the Custom, to actually get a test of longevity. All of them I'm going to wear, but this one I'm going to probably push up to see. Okay, will do. Let's see. Let's scroll down. More comments. So Wine says, thoughts on Badi' Al-Oud, Honor and Glory. Love that fragrance. Genuinely do. I have to give it to them with that one. A really, really good fragrance. Akil Grewal says, Rehab or Spice Bomb? Spice Bomb Extreme. Spice Bomb Extreme. It's too close. It's too close to justify the price tag from Rehab to Spice Bomb. Spice Bomb Extreme. Yeah. And I got better projection with the Spice Bomb as well. Safe on Instagram says, يعطيك العافية المحتوى الطيب من الإمارات. حبيبي الله يحفظك, from the Emirates, from UAE. Safe. So Black says, what's good, Neeb? Would you take Celerio Epic or, this one's hard, or FA Royal Blend? So FA Royal Blend I haven't tested yet. So Epic is more of a twist, whereas Royal Blend, these are where it gets like hard to even like tell. So FA Royal Blend, which one though? Night, Nero, or the, okay. So these two right here, these are brand new. We've got the Royal Blend and we've got Royal Blend Nero. So this is actually an easy one. If you're looking for more of a Khamra twist, Celerio Epic is Angel Share and Khamra. This is just Angel Share. So it's not going to have much of that dates accord. It's not going to have much of the spice. This is where you're going into OCD territory. And for most people, the most population, they're not really going to care. They're going to smell one and they're going to be like, they're the same shit. And I don't blame them, but this is where you get more specific. So for those that already have it, just one or the other is good enough. But this is more of angel share. Boozy, not so much on the dates, not so much on the spice. Smells closer to angel share. Nero, this is khamra, but khamra is not khamra. Actually, this isn't khamra. This is qissa saba. They directly did an inspo of saba. They skipped khamra. So it's even better than khamra, in my opinion. Much more projecting. Also, check that video. I already dropped the video on it. Celerio Epic is a mashup of both. So it's like, does it even matter at that point? Like, it's hard for me to answer that and, you know, just be like, oh, get this or don't get that. Because at the end of the day, they're all going to smell the same. They're all going to smell very close. But it's those fine details that people like yourself might be looking for. And I still find value in answering that. So if you want angel share, this is the best one on the market. If you want Qissa Saba, this is the best on the market. If you want a hybrid, Celerio Epic is the best on the market, period. Done. But for the masses, one or the other is going to be good enough. Let me see. We've got another super chat. I don't want to leave it unread. Damn it. Where is it? Oh my God, the chat. Okay, there it is. Mr. Sarmento with another super chat. God bless you, brother. He says, can't wait for your own fragrance line. Hope you get everything you need for it. I'm sure it will bring you success. Inshallah, bidhnillah. I will say that it's very hard, man. It's been a long year talking about this stuff. And every day, almost every day, there's like another baby step, baby step, baby step. It's costing a lot of money for sure. It's like we're looking at like 120 to 180,000 just for freaking like bottles, etc. But it's absolutely going to be worth it. It's going to be some unique scent profiles, stuff that's not safe. Yeah, statement makers for sure. Statement and baby makers. That's all I'm gonna be with some freshies. With some freshies. I have to remind myself sometimes, hey, people want fresh too. So we're gonna do that. But any fresh that I like to make or would make are natural smelling. Anything that I've composed or created on my free time has always been surrounding itself around naturals for the most part. I don't like generic bubblegum fruits, you know, just like that type of stuff. I like more so like tropical, coolers, nutty, jungle juice, coconut. That's my vibe, you know. Smells like money. Anyway, smells high quality. So we're going to be doing that soon, God willing. Just trying. A lot of work. Hassan says, what would be the best Ahmed al-Maghribi perfume you would recommend? Ignite Oud. Easily Ignite Oud. For women, there's a few. Sexy ass fragrances. Number one is Bidun or Oud and Roses. This is raunchy as hell, though. If you like Delina, you're gonna love this one. It's patchouli, it's rose, it's crunchy, just something beautiful about it. Another one that a lot of women should check out is also Bidun Nassam. This is really good stuff. And then Khair Pistachio is another one I truly love. Gourmandi. There's a lot, man. Freaking love this stuff. All right, let's continue to scroll down on Instagram. What up, Omar? How you doing, Big O? How you doing, bro? Amen says, Armani Code. حبيبي ايش رأيك في Armani Code? Mansera Oud Lemon. Oud Lemon Mint is okay. I'm not crazy about it, to be honest. تحياتي من المغرب. أهلا وسهلا حبيبي. يستاهل ايش اختار؟ Okay, Armani Code or Mansera Oud Lemon Mint. For versatility, I would say, or Armani Code. If you want something a little bit more niche, refined, polished, something a little bit higher end, Oud Lemon Mint for sure. If you like almond, you're gonna really like that fragrance. You have to enjoy that. The almond. Al Haramain Signature Blue, Liam Blue, Khadlaj Blue. Out of these, which would you pick? Khadlaj Blue. Liam Blue is Profundo. I would rather just get the Polo Blue Parfum. Signature Blue by Al Haramain. That's a Blue de Chanel, but you get 2 ounces for like $55. Shiaka is like $22. Smells like Blue de Chanel and some Invictus Aqua blend that lasts all day for $22. Shiaka for sure. Skepter Bronzite or Al Qiyam Silver? Or Al Qiyam Skepter Bronzite, Mason Alhambra. Those are both Tigar inspos, for those of you not knowing. Yes, it is. Himanshu. Okay, gonna keep going down. Skepter Bar. Okay, answered that one already. It's funny. That's the first comment. Have you tried Love Delight by Amouage? I have not tried it. Smells like Royal Tobacco and J'adore combined. Leans feminine. I have not, but now you have my interest. Royal Tobacco is amazing. Freaking love it. Lissa Capri is one of the best freshies in my collection. I love freshies. That's what's up, man. But see, Mr. Sarmento, not many people will find that as freshy. Judging by the currency that you sent me, you live somewhere in the East. For us, we would. A heavy resin and olibanum, they're going to say, no way, this is fresh. But for us, it is fresh. An Invictus Legend type freshie for your fragrance line. No, better than that, bro. No way in hell. It's going to be like more, think more natural. But I hear what you're saying, though, because you know I love Invictus Legend. But more so like, think naturals like Renaissance naturals, because Renaissance is that similar fresh aromatic, for sure. Fresh aromatic, for sure. For sure. I want to stay in the same vein as like the Burlington 1819, Oceania, the freaking high quality fragrances, gin tonic, where it smells like you're on the coast drinking something fresh, something natural, for sure. Have you ever smelled Latafa Sutur? Yes, I remember this one now, but no, I have not smelled it. I was thinking Sutur by Al Za'faran. A lot of people do say that it smells like the Tom Ford's peach. Dad are online. Oh. Oh, he was no. Online discounters are not a scam. You know what's a scam? Retail. That's what a scam is, bro. But Luke, you do have to be careful because there are a lot of there's a lot of discounters out there, and it's not to say that they don't sell real, but it's just there's a lot out there, and you got to be careful. Sometimes it might be fakes. Credibility matters. You never know, bro. You really never know. But absolutely safe. I get everything from discounters unless it's not available, like the Louis Vuittons, etc., or new releases. New releases, I can't. I haven't found any information on Paradigm by F.A. Paris in regards to when it's releasing or if it is releasing. But you have to understand, Alessandro, I know it's frustrating sometimes, but like, for example, if I go to Dubai and they have fragrances and I talk about it and I can only hope that it becomes available in the USA. But I'm going to talk about it because it's there. And not only that, but like people in the West or in the East also want to know about it too. So I'm going to talk about it regardless and cross my fingers and tell them, bring it, because it was really good. Should I get Imperial Valley? Imperial Valley smells good. You guys, oh my God, I don't even want to talk about. Do I want to talk about this? Do I want to do this right now? Where is it? Hopefully I don't break shit. Okay. Fuck it. Let's talk about it. Okay. So Hudson Valley. It's a fragrance that a lot of women love, right? Billy, you're funny, bro. Okay. So Hudson Valley by Pissa, a lot of people love this, but it's actually really funny because to me personally, I find this interesting, and go and sniff it and see for yourself, because this could just be my nose. Maybe it's broken around this one, okay? But when you smell this, you have to have smelled another fragrance. And this is like marketed for like women and stuff too. I'm surprised. I get this undertone of, what is this? Hudson Valley. Drakkar Noir, man. It smells like Drakkar Noir base with like rose and saffron or something like that. I don't know why or what the hell it is, but I would not be surprised. Okay. Because listen, I talk to a lot of these like style brands, and I'm there for the creative process. What should we mix? Oops. I didn't say that, did I? But anyways, yeah. Okay, it's not there as much, but I still get that vibe underneath it all. It is what it is. Take it with a grain of salt. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not really crazy about Hudson Valley, but Imperial Valley smells good. It smells like a different take on Penhaligon's Halfeti leather. Smells good. I think you should. That is one that actually smells really good. And I'm not going to say that that I don't enjoy Hudson Valley at all. I can see the appeal. It's got a lot more white florals, but I get that like Drakkar Noir undertone with like drowning in like rose and maybe some jasmine. That's what I get with Hudson Valley. It's strange, but it has like this masculinity underneath a lot of indolic florals as well. But Imperial Valley is very strong as well. So is Hudson Valley. Mr. M says he won't answer your cue. I don't know what I've been doing for the last 30 minutes, I guess. Uh, come on, man. Carol Brio says, need please your opinion about African Luxe by F.A. Paris. African Luxe. I'm pretty sure I have or smelled that one. I haven't smelled a bad one, honestly. There's one that I smelled from Zemaya, and it wasn't bad, but it was a bad take on it. It wasn't really getting African leather. It smelled good, but it was a bad inspo. But I believe I've smelled the one that you're talking about. I smelled the one from Paris Corner and the one from Maison Alhambra, and all three are really good. What would be the best Qissa perfume you would recommend? I would say Calabria or Calabria. Calabria is really good. Let me check the Instagram chats and start wrapping this bad boy up. For those of you on Instagram in the future, if you want to get a little bit more light with your questions, I would highly recommend trying and watching on YouTube, just because it's easier. Rasasi Darej, what's your take on it? I don't like it at all. I don't like Rasasi Darej. Do you have something dark like La Luna for women? Yeah, this right here. It's not as sweet. It's not as sweet, but it is dark. This is called Oud and Roses by Ahmed Al-Maghribi. What else? What else? Dark and maybe sweet. Let's see. La Luna is smoky, though. You're going to like Oud and Roses because that's smoky as well. Would I call this one dark and smoky? I wouldn't say really smoky, but Ishaqat Al-Layl. This is Scarlet Poppy by Joe Malone. This is by Fragrance World. It's called Ishaqat Al-Layl. Okay. All right. Let's see. I have not tried Bulgari Blue. I haven't tried that one. All right, let's wrap this bad boy up. Dior Cologne. People love Jimmy Choo Man Ice. Jimmy Choo Man Ice is really good. Dior Homme Cologne is fire. Dior Homme Sport. The pre-reformulated was better in my opinion, but even the new formulation is not bad. They're kind of doing freshy in our style as well with the whole Olabanum. It's fresh, but not for most people in the West. Okay, we're going to. Yes, it's been quite a few months since Ocean Rush came out. Do you still recommend? Absolutely. If you're looking for like Aqua de Jo style, you like that fresh, woody, clean, yeah, absolutely. It's a good fragrance, but you got to spray it on like I do, like 8 times and you're set. Oh man, it's been a long time since I do a fragrance, brother. All right, going to go ahead and wrap this up. We're going to scroll down all the way down. Monica's asking if there are any good dupes for Hibiscus Mahajad. There is one. It's not going to be as potent, but this is a really good one. And it's called... Is this it? No, not that one. This is it. It's called Le Prestige Royal. Le Prestige Royal by Khadlej. I believe Fragrance World has one as well, but I haven't got my hands on it yet. But this one's really good as well. It's less punchy, though. Abamina says, Cullinan Diamond, which is Ibrahim Al-Qurashi. How does it compare to Hachivat? I feel like it's stronger. In terms of mass appeal, it's not as refined as Hachivat, but it's stronger than Hachivat. Thank you, Mr. Sarmento. I appreciate it. Kut is asking for Intense Cafe. Any suggestions? You can go with Fragrance World's Mocha Wood. And there's also Tanasuk by Al Haramain. It's a really good one. Oud and Roses is very long-lasting and projecting, yes. Apex by Fragrance World. That's a good one if you like Blazing Mr. Sam, for sure. 100%. The Chorus Blue Spice is the best Louis Vuitton Imagination clone right now, okay? All right. Thank you, Louis. How is Bentley Intense? Oh, no. I have to answer this before I leave. It's horrible for me. For me. A lot of people like it, but for me, I would never buy it. Axon Elixir. I don't have it. Elixir. All right. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching. I appreciate you guys. Make sure to like, subscribe, recommend, and yeah, smell good. That's the most important of all of them. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.